Black Americans, have y'all noticed something? How we getting attacked by all these immigrant groups here in America? We getting attacked by the Mexicans. We getting attacked by the Africans. We getting attacked by the Caribbeans. We getting attacked by the Venezuelans. We getting attacked by all these, and even the Indians now coming at us sideways. Now that's crazy. Even the Indians coming out sideways. But what's funny, we tried to be allied to these people for decades on this land. For decades on this land. Now, we've been trying to tell them, like, listen, y'all trying to get close to whiteness. Them people don't like y'all. They gonna turn on y'all. Oh, shut up. You don't know no better. You work hard. You don't work hard. We work hard. They want us because we work hard. Now they getting a wake-up call. And guess what they doing? They running to Black Americans for help. Hey, I thought we was brothers. What about the Black and brown community? Hey, brother, me and you are African. Me and you are African. You my brother. You supposed to stand with us. That's what they doing now. It's a reason why them Africans keep telling us lately that we African. And reason why they saying that because they want to crowbar their way into Black American society so they can be protected. No. At the beginning, y'all say we ain't African. Y'all say we ain't have no culture. Y'all say all these disparaging things. Now Trump getting some act right. Trump sending y'all back. Even the Haitians was very disrespectful to us on this app. Now, I met some cool Haitians in my life, and I'm sad to see some of my Haitian partners got to go back to Haiti. But Trump did say it's safe out there for y'all to go back. But I will fight for my friends in Haiti. That's Haitians. I'm going to try to, let them come over here or something and hang out, and my Jamaican friends too, because I don't have no problem with Jamaicans too much, except on this app. But anyway, it's just mighty strange how disrespectful y'all have been to. Y'all disrespected our culture. Y'all disrespected our icons. Y'all disrespected our ancestors. Y'all disrespected our music. Y'all did all these things to us, and now y'all want us to help. My thing is, why y'all don't talk to the YT people? Those the ones that are deporting y'all. Those the ones that want y'all out of here. Why y'all not fighting towards them? Why y'all not focusing y'all attention on them? A Haitian should not come in my inbox cussing me out, talking about what I'm going to do when my family got to leave by September the 2nd. Why are you talking to me? Talk to your representative out there where you stay at. Don't message me about what's going on. It's crazy because we've been telling y'all about these people, and y'all do not want to fight back. Y'all don't want to fight back. Y'all want to mess with us. Nah, we ain't doing that. We're going to see how y'all can stand on y'all own 10 toes. That's for all those groups. Now, if I'm cool with you, I'm going to fight for you. But collectively, I'm not fighting for y'all. And that's just keeping it real. And a lot of my FBA people disagree with me on that, but I live a real life. I have Hispanic friends. I have African friends. I'm cool with Haitian friends. I'm cool with all these people. But yeah, but anyway, y'all fight for yourself and hold y'all own nuts.
Go play with your kid. Go play with your girlfriend. I don't know. Go play with somebody, but you don't play with us. This is why we're staying at home. This is why we're not getting involved in anything. This is why I tell Black Americans, don't you do a thing more than what you have to do for our community. And that's just period. Period. Don't do nothing. Because we as Black Americans, we have fought for these groups for a very long time. And what do we get in return? Videos like that. You're trying to use our clothing, lingo, the way we dress, trying to mimic us to protect yourself from accountability for you breaking federal law. You want to use us to shield yourself from accountability. And that's what Black America's been talking about forever. We're tired of being your shield when you have to deal with them white folk.
Dearly beloved, how are you? So we see that more and more Black Americans are beginning to question the law that is played by migration when it comes to politics, culture, and influence, in the United States. If we are to be truthful, there are many benefits that a country enjoys from migration. But right now, migrants, especially the ones from the Black descents, the Caribbeans, the Jamaicans, and the Africans, have intertwined into the Black community, which is one of the reasons the Black Americans are considering delineation. They want to protect what is theirs so that they can have their flowers, and I do not blame them at all, sincerely, because they have been massively disrespected from other immigrant groups. Now, I need you guys to watch the remaining clips I've put together for you all, and I'll be right back. I'll be back shortly.
Why do they want to discredit us so bad? So everybody else outside of the United States of America that's deeply melanated like us wants to discredit us because I feel like they want to humble us and knock us down a notch. They cannot wrap their heads around the fact that we've made such a monumental, iconic mark on the globe that they themselves have not been able to make. They can't fathom it. Especially because they don't see us as an ethnic group. They feel like we're cultureless. They feel like they're the ones from the motherland or even the ones from the Caribbean, because this lady might be Caribbean. Because a lot of the Black Brits, they're African and Caribbean. So they're like first and second gen, so I'm not sure. But they just can't believe it. Like, how is it that Black Americans don't govern themselves? You know what I mean? Like, we live side by side with our oppressors. We live side by side with people that have been literally G-siding us, burning down our communities, flooding out our communities, stealing, co-opting, and colonizing, assembling lynch mobs to literally hunt us down in the street like animals. This is literally our lived history and lived experience in this country. And some of us are still experiencing these atrocities to this day. They're still, it's clearly not, as prevalent as it was 60 years ago, 65 years ago, but there's still a few cases where a random Black guy would be found hanging from a tree somewhere. It's fucking disgusting and terrible. But through all of that, we prevail. We prevail. We're like super Negroes out this bitch. We're giants. And we don't govern. We're not in a country. We don't have a predominant landmass that is just ours, or at least that's not recognized or acknowledged on a global scale. You know what I mean? So they feel like they need to cling on to that out of Africa theory. They need to cling on that we come from them. They need to cling on to the fact that we don't have culture because it makes them feel better about themselves. Because how is it that we've accomplished so much when we're like not even the majority here? We're not the majority, and we fought through so much. Our ancestors, our forefathers, even the average Black American in 2025 has still experienced many adversities when it comes to systemic racism, redlining, not being approved for certain loans, being discriminated against, facing different types of prejudices and stereotypes and racism. I know I have, and I'm a millennial. And I've experienced those things. I've experienced workplace discrimination. I've experienced a lot at the hands of not just white people, but Latinos, Indian people, Asian people. And we thrive. They don't. They flee. They run. The ones that are loud and proud and that have the mics are predominantly the ones that ran away from their homeland. They didn't stay. They didn't fight. They're not doing anything to better the quality of life for their people and their lineage. They ran away. So what else do they have but to cling on to us, to tether to us, and to make it seem like they're the Super Saiyan and we're just like a little peon, a little generic version of them. You know what I mean? And instead of congratulating us and looking up to us, which a lot of them do, but they don't admit that as much openly as they will get up and talk about how they're better and compare themselves to us. And a lot of the fuckery that goes on, it's an ego thing as well. And they have a superiority complex. And they feel like we do. When we don't. A lot of us do not be up here. We don't even think about these people. We just started entering the chat. And they can't take it. It really upsets them that we're like, hold up, you're not about to keep dragging me and talking crazy. No, we gonna match energy. They don't like it. So for years, it's been Black Americans this, Black American that, Black Americans ain't this, Black Americans ain't that. This lady that I showed y'all, I seen them, her and her little friends I seen him on a podcast like 2 years ago, before I ever started saying anything about the shit they talked about, and they was talking big money, cash money shit about Black Americans. And I'm like, damn, like we don't, when we started our podcast, we probably was talking about each other. Men was talking about women was talking about men, we was talking about racism. We was not harping on immigrants, migrants, or whatever the fuck other Black people, deeply melanated people was doing around the globe. We didn't do that. Whenever they loaded up their mics, we were always the main topic of discussion, because they feel like we're their direct competitors. And you're not competing with nobody if you don't feel like they at the top. They know what it is, but it hurts them. It really kills them inside to admit that we at the top when it comes to deeply melanated people. It just is what it is. Girl, I could talk about this forever. Oh, I don't know if you're a guy or a girl. But spread love is the Brooklyn Wayne.
Across this app, I keep seeing people ask Black Americans, what have immigrants ever done to you? So here's the truth, because we are not going to keep pretending immigrants are automatically innocent just because supremacy is the bigger villain. Yes, immigration has caused harm to the Black American community. Not every immigrant, not only immigrants, and not always with intent, but measurable harm has happened. Economically, many employers have chosen immigrant labor at lower wages instead of hiring Black workers at fair wages. That choice has reduced opportunities for Black workers in the job sectors where we have historically been concentrated. That is a harm. Politically, as immigrant populations grew, major parties shifted their promises, their attention, and resources toward new voting blocs. The Black agenda has been repeatedly deprioritized as politicians calculate numbers rather than loyalty. That is harm. Culturally, Black American creativity has been used globally as a resource, while Black Americans are erased as origin. At the same time, many immigrants adopt negative stereotypes about Black Americans when they arrive because they learn quickly that distancing from us provides social benefits in this system. That is a harm. Geographically, the pattern is the same across multiple cities. Long-standing Black neighborhoods lost their population share and cultural control as new communities with greater economic leverage moved in. Gentrification and repopulation and both resulted in Black displacement. That is a harm. Socially, immigrants did not enter a neutral landscape. They entered a country with an existing racial order that rewards those who rise above Black Americans, whether conscious or not. Many participated in that reward structure. That is a harm. And the only reason this conversation is treated like a taboo is because Black Americans are allowed to blame supremacy, but not allowed to acknowledge lateral harm from anyone else. We are allowed to hurt. We are just not allowed to name who contributed to the harm unless the answer is people. That is not hate. That is not xenophobia. That is not jealousy. It is displacement layered on top of sacrifice. Black Americans built what we built under terror and brutality, and everyone else arrived and benefited from that foundation. And when we say protect our share, protect our identity, protect our cultural space, we are told we do not get to decide. That is a harm. No one is asking immigrants to leave this country. Well, some people are, but I'm not. Not all of us are. No one is asking immigrants to undo history or carry guilt for what they didn't personally do. What is being asked and has always been asked is simple. Acknowledge the part you play in continuing the harm, whether you meant to or not. This has always been about accountability and acknowledgement. If accountability feels like an attack, ask yourself why you are willing to abandon being the harmed class in your own country just to become part of the system that harms us in this one.
Hate runs deep when it comes to these Caribbean islands. They always felt this way about Black Americans. You know what? It's really sad. It's really sad because what did we do to these people? Like the comments that they're leaving right now saying, oh, they are. We always thought Black Americans was lazy. once again, I've been to Jamaica multiple times. They take like 15 hours just to bring you your food. Everybody is moving on snail time out there. What is the definition of lazy? And they keep saying, oh, my family came here and they got a house and they got a car. That's normal. That's normal. To y'all, having a house and a car is like the pillar of success, because where you come from, those things are not easily obtainable, or it is that much harder. And I'm not saying it's just easier walk in the park to get a house and a car. No, you definitely have to do what you got to do to get those things. But so many of us are doing that we don't look at that as a precursor to being better than anybody else. It's very odd to me. Being an adulting, getting yourself the bare minimum, getting the basic necessities of life means that you're so successful. Like, what the fuck is going on? Being a nurse means that you're just so much better than everybody else. Because you went to college, that means you're better than Black Americans. That's literally created HBCUs. You wouldn't even be able to go to a PWI or HBCU as a person with dark skin if Black Americans did not fight for rights. We got to keep saying this because these people are delusional at this point. And not all, because not all of them are like that. So I'm not going to sit up here and say all of them, because there are some in the comments that saying, I don't know what's going on. Why even compare? Why is there even a comparison? We not sitting up here just thinking about y'all comparing ourselves to y'all. We don't do that. The only time you will ever hear any of us saying anything is when y'all talk crazy. So we're going to say something back. And then for the people saying, oh, just ignore them, don't say nothing. Oh, no. Why do people get to just talk crazy and we just supposed to take it and continuously keep taking it? That's not okay. Y'all need to go in those other people's comment sections and tell them to fucking stop, bro. Talking about, oh, this diaspora awards y'all keep. We don't keep nothing. If this lady didn't make that video, I wouldn't have made a video, because I wouldn't have had nothing to make. I wouldn't have had nothing to respond to. But y'all not about to keep getting up here, making it seem like we're all just living in fucking squalor. And we all just didn't amount to shit. Because that's a blatant fucking lie. And y'all keep comparing y'all top to the fucking bottom here. No, bitch. Compare y'all top. Take 1 million of y'all, or however many of your specific ethnic group, and compare it to however many of you all there is that's here. I think there's like, 700,000 Nigerians from what I looked up briefly. Compare the 700,000 Nigerians to the top 700,000 Black Americans. I'm not sure how many Jamaicans there are here, but compare however many Jamaicans, because it's almost 50 million of us here. Compare however many Jamaicans there to the top, 500,000. Compare that. Like with like. Y'all act like some of y'all are not living in regular apartments. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. I grew up surrounded by Caribbeans. Some of my best friends are Caribbean people. They lived in regular apartments. They slept in rooms with bunk beds with all of their siblings like everybody else. They drove regular cars if they had cars. A lot of them get on the train and get on the bus like everybody else. Some of them are babysitters as older women. Some of them work at fast food restaurants. Some of them might be a CNA. Some of them might work at the fucking sneaker store. Y'all are acting like you all, every single last one of y'all is a fucking millionaire. That is a blatant lie. It's a lie you got to tell yourself, because you are in this weird competition with Black Americans. We are not in competition with you. Stop trying to compete. It's weird. It is weird. We've always supported you. We turned you the fuck up. We supported your carnivals. We supported your businesses. White people is not eating your fucking Jamaican food like that. So who's keeping you the fuck open, bitch? It's not just your kind that's eating your food and shopping at your stores and helping you to become the success that you claim you are in America. Anyways, spread love is the Brooklyn way. Like, stop. Just stop. We have not done anything to you. Y'all are mad at the wrong people. Go get mad at fucking Great Britain. Go be mad at the Crown. Go be mad at the Chinaman and the Indian man that's buying up your fucking beaches right now. Why y'all don't ever have smoke for those people? It's weird to me. Bye. Spread love is the Brooklyn way.
I think Caribbean people, we don't realize our privilege. We say we are very dismissive of the Black American experience. Oh, yeah, y'all just have a chip on your shoulder. Y'all need to just keep your head down and just work. And it's like, yo, we grew up having Black teachers, Black politicians, Black leaders, Black doctors, Black dentists. Not to say we don't have colorism, classism,
Exactly.
and versions of racism in the Caribbean, but we are very privileged that we can walk in anywhere and we the majority, 99.99999% of the time. So we have that a certain sense of security that no matter what, we still home is home. But for me coming to the US, like when I go to New Orleans, I love that. I've been there like 15 times. I will be there and New Orleans is like 70% Black and I feel like I love there. But in some places I'll be there and I'll just see the American flag. I'll be like, yo, it just feels heavier, like it don't fit there.
So many foreigners will come to this country and look down on Black Americans like we're like the scumbags of the earth and like turn their noses up at us and be racist towards us. And then all of a sudden, when they feel like they're in some type of debacle or they need some type of help, now they're looking at us like, oh, we're supposed to be standing in solidarity. We're all POCs. It's like, well, first of all, more importantly, there is no country that you can go to on this earth where you don't have to have some type of visa or there's not some type of immigration law. So if you're in a country, any country, illegally, then at some point you're probably going to get caught and you're probably going to be deported. So why wouldn't America be any different? And my thing is this, like, if you're burning American flags, but you're fighting to live on American soil, like you're burning the flag like as if you hate America, but you want to live in America. You're fighting and you're upset because you want to live here. Now I can see like if we're at war and you burn the American flag, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And you're on your own soil and you're burning American flags. I get it. But you're fighting to stay here illegally and burning the American flag because you want to live in a country that has freedoms and opportunities that your country is not able to provide you. They're separating families. Families are getting torn apart. It's like, that's what happens when you break the law. That's what happens. Just like if you were to go to jail, you would be separated from your family and you would have to go to jail. It's the same thing. Like you're here illegally. You didn't do things the right way. You let your visa expire or whatever. Just do what you're supposed to do like everybody else has to, and everything will be fine.
Stop the disrespect of Black
I've
Americans.
already apologized to the Black Americans for all the disrespect that the island people, the Africans, the Spanish people, all of us that are in America, all the people that we know we're not white, but some of you still think you're white. But I have apologized to Black Americans because we have disrespected them. We have disrespected them. All our immigrants, we have disrespected them. They are right. They have been fighting and fighting and fighting. That is why we were even allowed to come to America. And yet still we disrespect them continuously. West Indian people, island people, Africans, Spanish people, wherever you are, from South America, from DR, from Puerto Rico, wherever you are, we have disrespected Black Americans. And we don't understand that they are right. They have been fighting. And it's because of them why we were even allowed to come to America. We have to cut out this shit. I don't want to see none of this shit anymore on social media. We are fucking one. We are all fighting for the same cause. We are all fighting for the same cause. We are all Black. Do you think that the system see us as any different? We are the fucking same, and they have been fighting for us, for Black people. So cut that fuckery.
When I see Black people talking down on Black Americans, disrespecting them and repeating the same disrespectful rhetorics, it saddens me greatly because I don't understand why somebody would just decide to talk down on another Black race. And not just another Black race, but the Black Americans. Same people who labored on this land, who labored to make it what it is today. You know, if it wasn't for the Black Americans, sincerely, other Black folks wouldn't even be where they are today. They wouldn't be in the United States today if not for the struggles of the Black Americans. You know, these people created a pathway for you to come in. And what do you give them back in return? Disrespect? It is like biting the hand that feeds you, if you know what I mean. What is so sad is that your actions are pushing the Black Americans away, and that's one of the reasons why they are choosing to delineate themselves from every other Black groups. Now, I want to ask you guys a question. Who do you think is going to lose in the end? Who do you think is going to lose in the end? I'll leave you all to answer that for yourself, and I'll draw the curtains here. Until next time, have an amazing day, guys. Cheers.